Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video on Trading Cam, and on this video I'll be showing you guys the custom indicator that I have made, and I'll be selling the indicator through my Patreon. So if you guys want to support me, or if you guys want to gain access to this custom indicator, you can go to the Patreon link in the description below. I'm selling it for 10 USD. You just have to join, and then you have to fill up the Google form that will ask for your TradingView username and email, and that's all you need, and I'll give you access to this auto custom indicator script. So once you guys subscribe to the Patreon, you will see this where there is an invite only tab. Click on this and you'll see this squeeze momentum, ADX, and how custom indicator by TradingCam. So you want to click on that, and then this indicator will pop up. So I'm going to explain to you guys how this strategy works. So basically the strategy, the custom indicator itself, is comprised of three main indicators, which is your house sweep as well as your squeeze momentum and ADX. So if you guys can see from the settings, there's the ADX over here and the squeeze momentum over here. So there's also the take profit and stop loss settings that makes use of the ATR that we will touch later, and I will dive into that later on. So if you guys are wondering why you guys can't see the squeeze momentum and the ADX DI indicator, although it's incorporated into the strategy, is because we have incorporated into the settings not to show it, although you still can make changes. So what do you mean by make changes? If we change the ADX and DI settings, the profit of the SQ and ADX house sweep indicator will change as well. So baseline, I'm going to set some certain properties. I'm going to make the initial capital to 1000. Since we will be trading on the Bitcoin 1 minute chart, our order size wise, we're going to make it to 10,000 USD. So you guys might be wondering, how are you supposed to trade with 10,000 USD even though your capital is 1000? This is because a lot of the crypto platforms allow for leverage. So leverage allows for a lot of extra money that you can make by using a bigger position size with limited capital, and we are going to adjust our strategy such that it will suit the Bitcoin 1 minute chart even better. So first off, you see from the indicator, you can see that it is an indicator which follow the trends. You can see that for the long conditions, the price must be above the house sweep and the house sweep must be green. And if we bring out the squeeze momentum indicator, which is what is inside the strategy itself, as well as the ADX DI, you can see that in order for it to take a long position, the ADX DI, the green line, has to be above the red line, and the squeeze momentum has to be bright green. So if you guys do not plan to purchase the indicator, the custom indicator, you guys can also just incorporate the indicators itself. So for short conditions, it's basically the opposite direction, and as you guys can see from the trades itself, we have a perfect short entry and a take profit here. Same thing, a perfect short entry and a take profit. But obviously, as you guys can see, based on the settings here, our profit factor is only 1.21, which is not very good. So what is profit factor, you guys might ask? This profit factor is basically for every dollar of money that you lose, you make this amount back. So let's say we lose $1, we're making $1.21 back. So what does this mean? It means that as long as you guys have a profit factor of above 1, that is very good already, because that is a profitable strategy. So I'm going to give you guys the settings to input for this custom how indicator, and you guys will be able to increase your profit factor as accordingly. So first up, you guys want to change the length multiplier to 1 and the length of the indicator itself to 122. So as you guys can see from that, we have managed to increase our profit factor already. So you guys can also put it, you guys can play around. Let's say you want to make the length multiplier as 2, and then you can see the profit factor changes, but I'm going to keep it as at 1 for now. And then we want to make our ADX DI, we're going to make the length to 1. As you guys can see, our profit factor is at 1.433. Our net profit for the trades is $1.3k, and for this we are also going to change our take profit and stop loss setting. Take profit to 4 instead of 3, and our stop loss, we're going to increase it to 3. So now our profit factor increases to 1.605. So The good thing about this custom indicator is that you guys are able to still play with the settings. So what do I mean by that? So let's say you have this 1.605 profit factor, which is very good already, because for each $1,000 that you lose, you guys are making an extra $600, 1.6k, and that is 600 profit from that. And you guys can, as you guys can see, over the span of 258 trades, we have made a net profit of 2.3k. Obviously, for my properties wise, that is without commission, because different exchanges have different commissions. Some of the exchanges out there actually give you a rebate on the limit orders that you take, so sometimes you will make an even more profit, a greater profit for that. But I'm going to keep that out of the equation for now. You guys can add your own commission. So let's say there is a commission, obviously the net profit won't be as high, but I'll keep it commission free for now, so please take note. So we can play with the indicators currently. So you look at the length, we can change the length, we can make the length greater, and we can try to adjust and make the profit profit factor greater. So let's say we change to 130. As you guys can see, the profit factor is 1.593. Let's say we change the length to 140. Let's see how the profit factor changes. So you can see slowly but surely it will increase a bit, and we can try to increase the profit factor. So yep, so you guys can see we are hitting slowly a sort of a plateau. The profit factor is about 1.645. Let's say if we increase the length to 150, the profit factor increases even more. So this indicator is very good because you guys can test it out, and as you guys can see, it has auto backtesting results. This indicator is tracks back to all the trades before, and as you guys can see here, we have all the trades that is locked in. The total closed trades is 246. So over the span of 246, if you guys see the equity curve, there is a steady increase. Our max drawdown is 446. You can see that. You can also adjust to reduce the max drawdown as well, depending on what is your risk appetite. So here, this is my most ideal settings. Even though the profit factor is smaller, the max drawdown that we have is 368 compared to if let's say we have the length of 150. Our even though our profit factor is greater, our max drawdown is increased by an extra about $80 to $100 for a 1k account. So I'm going to keep the length to 122 and let's stick it to that. So for this, we can look at the properties. The properties will give us the range that we are trading. So the 258 trades, since it's taken on the 1 minute time frame, it means that there's actually a lot of trades that is taken. So if we look at the strategy tester, it's been trading since the 4th of March to 22nd of March, and for a 1k account, you're able to make 2.3k dollars, which is pretty amazing. You're able to almost more than triple your account in the span of 18 days, and you guys can also dig into the specific trades itself. So if we zoom back to the most recent trade, so here is our most recent trade. If you look at the strategy tester, it is trade 258. The date and time of entry is 2134, which is right here, exactly the same. 2134, we have a short entry. Our take profit is at 3 of the ATR, so we exited here. So as you guys can see, we made $92 of that profit. So you guys can see the indicators, the positions taken are exactly the same as what is in the list of trades. So you guys can see there is very good things about this strategy. We looked at, we make a $93 profit, and although we lost 3 times in a row before that, all the 3 times don't add up to $92. It's actually less than that, which is very good. We also have times where we look at here from trade 254 all the way down to 250. We have a 4-win streak, and plus minus, you guys can see that the profits are always bigger than the losses. So a lot of these strategies I'm going to show you guys on different instruments and different time frames. So for this Bitcoin 1 minute chart, this is the best settings that I have so far. So look at it again, 122 length. You can also experiment with increasing the take profit and stop loss multiplier. So When you change the length, you can also change the other settings accordingly. So let's say we want to look to aim for a greater profit factor. So currently we are at 1.671. So we can, let's say, try to increase our take profit. Let's see how it changes. So it looks like 4 is the best. You can also change the stop loss. So same thing, 3 looks to be the best. So as you guys can see, the strategy for this instrument is as such, the setting is as such. The good thing about this custom indicator, and now I'm going to show you guys the most important thing, is the alerts. So you guys want to click on this 3 dots here where it says more, click on add alert, and this is the most important thing. You guys are able to create an alert. You click onto notifications. You can help to allow you guys to have notifications when there is a specific entry. So what is so good is that you guys don't need to be monitoring the charts. You guys don't need to have your emotions in play. With this custom indicator, you guys don't need to spend hours just looking at it. Just set up your notifications. You guys can ask them to send an email, show a pop-up. If you guys are browsing the internet, there's a webhook as well. And what this webhook URL allows you to do, let's say you add it up, you guys will be able to link it to other platforms such as e-commerce for you guys to be able to trade using bots. So this alerts will send it to the bots. The bots will help you to execute the trades based on the different platforms you use. So a lot of times, even though this strategy might not be as good as you placing your trades based on support resistance, it helps to catch a lot of the trades once you automate it. You guys also don't have to think when they tell you to take a long entry here. Let's say they ask you to take a long entry here, just buy it and then set your take profit and stop loss based on the what they have said. Same thing when you guys want to take a short entry, they ask you to take a short, just take the short, set your take profit and stop loss, and let the thing just play by itself. And really, a lot of these strategies are very good, and using these algorithms are very good because why? They have a stable equity upward curve. There is a very little, that not say that much of a max drawdown as compared to you guys. When you revenge trade, it might induce a lot of emotions and make you guys lose even more. But obviously, if you guys are able to automate it with bots, that is even better. So yeah, I'm going to throw this indicator out there. Just check out my Patreon, join the Patreon, fill in the Google form, and within 24 hours, I will send you this invite only script. Test it out. Feel free to use fake money to try it out first before you try it with real money. I am trying to keep the price of the script affordable as much, USD 10, and for Singapore currency is $14, so I wouldn't say it's too expensive. If you guys really want to try the strategy itself, just go to community and add your own indicators to make up the 3 strategy, or you can just buy this indicator, the 3-in-1, test everything out, and then have your own strategy tester with auto back test as well. So I would like to thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys in my other video as well.